Hello and welcome back to the MMA Clutch, and in this video we'll be covering Justin Gaethje fighting Ilia Topuria at UFC Whitehouse card Freedom 250, and it's just less than 20 days. It's one of the best fights, the biggest event, and I'm here to talk about not only Ilia Topuria but most importantly Justin Gaethje and what are his chances of beating a formidable opponent like Ilia Topuria. So without wasting any time, let's just look at this fight. He's facing Ilia Topuria, undefeated, one of the best boxers, one of the greatest strikers, black belt in jiu-jitsu, alright, complete fighter, whereas Justin Gaethje himself is the most experienced one, has fought many other fighters, grapplers and strikers as well, has got brilliant takedown defense, stylistically could provide problem for Ilia Topuria, but when it comes to skills, that's where more are saying that Ilia Topuria clears. Now, Gaethje himself is a very hard-hitting fighter, but what matters the most here is the mentality of the fighter. And as you all know, on this channel, MMA Clutch, we don't just break down fights. We look at some other reasons beyond just fight IQs and styles, as if why the fighter would prevail in a fight. And when I look at this fight, I give Justin Gaethje about 40% chance, which is me being generous, by the way. 40% is a good chance. And I love Ilia Topuria, you know all this by now. But this clip over here shows the mentality of Ilia Topuria, which might help Justin Gaethje in some way. So take a listen to this.
But Justin also has a pretty good background. He did wrestle a lot. Do you think that fight even goes to the ground at all?
No, I don't think so, because if I want it, of course I take him down and I do with him whatever I want to do.
So if you heard the clip, Ilia is right away denying the fact that he would be willing to take down Justin Gaethje, even though he could. Now this is something Ilia Topuria has done with Max Holloway, right? This is the whole statement, you can read it if you want. Nonetheless, this is not Max Holloway, this is Justin Gaethje, and Gaethje is a little bit different, right? And Gaethje himself has been training a lot of wrestling in this camp, which is very important to note. I've seen a lot of videos of Justin Gaethje training nothing but wrestling, right? He's doing striking obviously, but wrestling part is the most important. I think he's as if he was wanting to go on the ground, and Ilia saying he doesn't want is exactly where Justin would prevail. See, the way I see it, I think Justin should just keep his distance away from Gaethje, away from Topuria, and don't enter the boxing range. That's the most important and most, like, undoubtedly the most important part. I shouldn't even say it. Do not try to box Ilia Topuria. Don't compete in the boxing range. Keep your distance. Calf kicks are very important. I've seen this from Justin Gaethje. He's abandoning calf kicks. I don't know why. This is the fight where you should bring calf kicks, spam those calf kicks, and uppercuts, sneaky uppercuts. That's what's going to help you. And keep yourself away from those boxing range. Jab, jab, away, right? Now if you go with this mentality that you want to back Ilia Topuria, that's already been done by Charles Oliveira. We already seen what happened. Now, when it comes to grappling, Justin could prevail because he's 5 feet 11 and he has got great takedown defense, and he has only been taken down by the likes of Khabib Nurmagomedov, and that too was very tough for Khabib to do, right? And Justin Gaethje can hurt a lot harder than people think. But why are people going towards Ilia Topuria? This clip is the answer. Take a listen to this.
For example, once we get the confirmation that we were fighting with Justin, the first thing I used to do with my team is that we sit down in front of the screen and we go in like Justin's team. Like, we have to advise Justin how he has to fight against Ilia, and we were fighting.
This is a very important clip to say, especially what he said at the 25th second. Like, what they do, the Ilia's team, they sit down on the screen, look at everything, look at Justin Gaethje, and ask themselves, how will Justin Gaethje fight us? What will he improvise? What strategy will he devise against us? And that's the strategy we build around ourselves. This is the most GOAT shit, the most Wiltermite shit I've ever heard. Like, this is the most important, significant fighter thing I've ever heard in my life, because nobody does this. People just go out there and train. This is the school of thought when it comes to training. Like, just train and that's it. Work on yourself. Rarely I would see a fighter thinking about like what could go wrong and how will my opponent improvise, and what if I just can't do my stuff, what will I do? And that's where most of the fighters lose. They just don't think about, what if I can't get that takedown, what if I just can't land my jab, then what? That's the thing. And Ilia does this. Ilia is thinking and contemplating, like, what happens if Gaethje is able to shut down my game a little bit, shut down my uppercuts and my combination, and just keep himself away from me and land some beautiful kicks and calf kicks and keep me busy. So that's what he's building around. This is one of the main reasons why he keeps winning, because he knows how to fight. And one of the two fights that I always point out is, look at Alexander Volkanovski versus Ilia Topuria. Look at him fighting Charles Oliveira or Max Holloway. Max Holloway was doing everything beautiful, everything great. He wasn't making any single mistake, right? But Ilia was doing even better. Ilia wasn't rushing towards Max Holloway too much. He wasn't like being totally against him. He was just pushing him around, backing him up, but finding his shot very patiently. Whereas with Volkanovski, he was just trying to smother Volkanovski. Anyway, he couldn't get inside it, because if he kept backing too much up, if he kept just being a little too patient, Volkanovski is going to win. So he knows how to fight, which is why people pick him all the time and he always wins. Now, Gaethje can do one particular thing, that is spam calf kicks, uppercuts, stay outside the boxing range, and force Ilia Topuria to take you down, and then stuff those takedowns if possible. Try to survive first 2 rounds, and that's where he can thrive. That's my honest opinion. This is how I see a fight going towards the direction of Justin Gaethje. But if it's slightly less than that, if he's just too sloppy and Ilia is picking him apart with just jabs right now and some jabs to the body, and he's having trouble, then it's Ilia fight, and it's totally up to Ilia Topuria just exactly when he wants to destroy Justin Gaethje. Right? I respect Justin Gaethje, but this is Ilia Topuria victory written all over it. I'm still not counting out Justin Gaethje entirely. I think he has a solid chance to beat Ilia Topuria, but Ilia is just too smart for Justin Gaethje. Not just fundamentally too skilled, but just too smart for Justin Gaethje. Ilia Topuria has got a fight IQ of 300 when it comes to this shit. So that's my take. What do you guys think? Do you think Justin can prevail against Ilia Topuria or not? Like, share and subscribe, and see you guys again. Audio.